Hey, it's Neil from Walter's Appliance, and today we have a Bosch dishwasher with the rinse aid leaking. You'll have to replace the whole soap dispenser because the rinse aid is part of the soap dispenser. We got to take the door off so we can get to the back of the soap dispenser. So there's 4 screws on the very top. There's 2 in the corners that are longer than any of the other ones, and then there's 2 in the middle that are a little bit shorter than the longer ones, and there's 2 more on the side, and then the 4 at the bottom, 2 on each side, are the smaller ones. So once we get those screws out of there, the door will come off on this Bosch model. So I'm just taking those screws off. Yes, and those 2 on that side and those 2 on the other side are the smaller ones. That's me just putting them together so I know how to put it back. All right, and that's me taking the longer ones in the corner off. You can almost see that little streak of rinse aid running down the center of the door there. Okay, so the door's off, and then we have to take the control panel off of the door. Those are 2 separate parts, and you're going to want to be able to rest that control panel somewhere. So we're going to have to take some of the wiring harness off just so I can just rest it on the ground. All right, so that's the control panel. And you can see I'm taking the red wiring harness out. And there's some tape holding the wires there. And then there's wires going to the actual rinse aid. So I'm just going to rest that on the ground. Be careful with this. I mean, nobody wants to scratch this. And there is the soap dispenser. You can see the blue. That's the rinse aid. So the way this is held in, there's a plastic clip that's around it. So just pry that off with a screwdriver. Be gentle. Yeah, forgive me, you can't see what I'm doing there. I do have new camera glasses that will actually allow me to see where the camera is pointing. Okay, so if you look at the top there, there's a metal, right there where I'm sticking that screwdriver. That has to go up so you can push the actual soap dispenser through. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put about 3 or 4 screwdrivers in there just to put some leverage in there, because that's what's holding the soap dispenser in place. So there's one. Yeah, so that's me just pushing it a bit, because once you get it going, you can start pushing it through. There's some on the sides too. Right, so there we go. Now I'm bringing the bigger screwdriver out. Now I'm just moving that metal plate away. And then that's it. So now I've got that loose, and I'm actually going to push the soap dispenser through. Okay, there we go. The soap dispenser is out. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to save some of the rinse aid just because I don't like to waste stuff. So this is me just taking the old rinse aid and putting it into the new soap dispenser. And then what you'll want to do is save a little bit of that rinse aid too, because there's a gasket there, and then we're going to use that as a lubricant to push the new soap dispenser in. So once I've got that in, there's a little bit left in there, which is fine. We're going to clean up the little cavity where the soap dispenser is going to go. So any grit or grime or anything that has been there for a while, just a little bit of soap and water, not too much because we don't want this thing to foam up once we start running it. But yeah, I'm just going to clean that. Okay, that's nice and clean. We'll just get some paper towel to clean that up a bit. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. This is something that you can do just to help it slip back in a little bit easier. So I'm just putting what little bit of rinse aid is left in that older dispenser. I'm just putting it around the black gasket just as a lubricant so that we can slide that in easier. Okay, so you can't see it in the picture, but I'm actually putting a credible amount of force to push that in there because there's snaps there where the metal bracket is, and you can see me just checking to make sure that they're all even. Okay, so once that's in, you can start putting it back together. And one of the reasons why you did all that with the lubricant and stuff is that's the only thing from stopping the dishwasher from leaking like everywhere. So you got to make sure that that's in properly. Okay, so that's in, and I'm just showing you me putting some of the stuff back together. I'm not going to go and put the whole dishwasher back together on this video. That's pretty much it. Once you got that in there, pretty much it's the opposite of taking it apart. So take your pictures, make sure you have something to reference from, and that's it. That's another repair by Neil from Walter's Appliance.